Tonight at 5, health and politics.
We've had a rocky year in general.
Parent pressure causes another school district to change course on mask requirements. More votes are scheduled in other districts. More rule changes are likely.
Yeah, I mean, I just want us to keep our kids in school, whatever we need to do.
Tonight, we're bringing you an in-depth look at the evolving conversation as entire classrooms shift online due to COVID exposure. Plus, we're tracking new information from Afghanistan. An airlift is ongoing, but will we leave before every American and ally is out?
Each day of operations brings added risk to our troops.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for Denver7 News at 5. I'm Ann Trujillo.
I'm Shannon Ogden. The last 10 days have been a shell game as school districts all over the Front Range decide if they will or will not require masks for children.
Today was Adams County commissioners jumping into the fray, narrowly voting to opt out of the Tri-County mask mandate for kids ages 2 to 11. So this puts the decision in the hands of individual superintendents across the county. And just a few minutes ago, Adams 12 told us masks will still be required for staff and students age 2 through 11, despite the commission's vote today.
Denver 7's Gary Brode live in Adams County at 5. So now what, Gary?
Just more passing of the buck. First, Tri-County Health says we want to have these mask mandates in place, but hey, you can opt out if you choose, and that's exactly what Douglas County and today Adams County did. They chose to opt out, which now leaves it in the hands of the districts to decide if the kids are going to wear their masks in school. Dozens of parents and their children packed into a meeting room in Adams County Tuesday, waiting hours for 3 minutes at the podium to speak their minds on mask mandates in schools.
But the true pandemic right now is fear.
Tri-County Health,
we, the people, will not stand for this medical tyranny.
And Commissioner Emma Pinter,
you are the most disrespectful person that I've ever seen in my life,
who was adamant the mandate remain in place.
It is our job to take the recommendation of those members of the Board of Health who quite frankly have put their lives on the line, who have feared for their safety this past year and a half.
Adams County Commissioners ultimately voted 3-2 to opt out.
Okay, the motion is passed.
Citing not a problem with masks, but their own reluctance to make public health decisions.
I don't think it's fair for this board to have to determine whether we think masks are good or not, because that's up to the health department.
The decision effectively leaves school districts to their own devices.
Our district's board of directors has consistently said that they won't impose any requirement or restriction that's greater than what is in an order.
Monica Johnson is the superintendent of Strasburg 31J. She says the district school board members have also said they would like it to be parents' choice to wear a mask. Johnson says a third of students didn't come to school on Monday, likely in protest of masks.
The mass majority were certainly parents saying they wanted to make a statement. They objected to that order to have kids masked, and they were trying to make a statement with that.
Lashara Pashik is a fourth grade teacher with Bromley East, a charter school in Brighton.
She believes masks unnecessarily complicate the classroom experience.
One extra thing that I say, hey, you have to put your mask on. Put your mask on. Hey, your mask isn't covering your nose. Hey, put your mask on. Where's your mask? I don't need to be asking, where's your mask? I need to be asking, where's your pencil? Because that's what I care about when it comes to learning.
After the decision this morning, Strasburg did place a mask moratorium on for their elementary schools, and they are waiting until a decision can be made tomorrow night to decide what the future of masks will be in that school district. Reporting live here in Adams County, I'm Gary Brode for Denver 7.
Gary, thank you for that. And it is fair to say that Adams County commissioners are following public opinion, at least by one metric. A summer survey by Tri-County Health Department showed 74% of Adams County residents oppose masks in schools, quote, under any circumstance. Compare that to a nationwide survey released by the Associated Press this week, which shows only a quarter of parents are opposed to mask mandates.
And despite the calls for a stronger mandate from Adams County commissioners, Governor Polis has not indicated that he will put a statewide mask mandate in place. In a press conference 2 weeks ago, he said he was respecting the people's request for local control. And that approach led to some last-minute decision-making at districts across the Front Range. And Douglas County parents did not have complete clarity about the mask mandate until the Friday before school started, and only after a back and forth between Tri-County Health Department, Douglas County commissioners, and district leadership. Similar story in Cherry Creek, where district leaders waited until the Friday before school started to announce a mask mandate for lower grades. In Jeffco, district leaders announced a mask mandate at 4:30 p.m. on a Monday, with kids due in class the following morning.
And these rules are all about safety. The Delta variant is causing coronavirus to spread more rapidly. According to the state, more people have gotten sick every single week now since the 4th of July. We're already seeing outbreaks in schools.
In Windsor, one classroom has switched to remote learning and is in quarantine after several students tested positive.
Denver7's Ivan Rodriguez joins us live with that. Ivan?
And school officials tell me the classroom that was quarantined after 5 positive cases has now increased to 9 cases, bringing the total at Grandview Elementary School to 23 COVID-19 cases, the majority students. Last night, some families received an email alerting them that their classroom was under quarantine. That classroom will be doing remote learning until September 7th, while the rest of the school goes on as business as usual. The school district says every family is notified if one of the positive cases is within their classroom.
Our focus in the Windor 4 School District, of course, is first and foremost the safety of and health of our staff and students. We're also focused on maintaining in-person learning as much as possible this year, which is really important to us.
And starting here in about 30 minutes, the school board will be meeting here in Weld County to discuss the future of masks. Right now, masks are not required in the district. Live in Windsor, Ivan Rodriguez, Denver7.
And listen, we've seen all sorts of passionate opinions on this issue. A Skywriter sent this message over the tech center today. Muzzle the school boards, not our kids. And we've also received many thoughtful responses in our 360 inbox. Kathy writes, why take chances with your children's life? Humans are losing their lives. And many parents we spoke to came back to the same point about their children's development.
Now, there's no real concrete data on how mask wearing in the classroom will impact children long term. Of course, we did see scores fall last year. And a deeper dive took us to a study published back in 2016, which tested children about the way they interpret emotions on people's faces at different ages. The kids were shown these pictures there on your screen and asked to describe the emotion. Every age group tested relies on facial cues, but 4-year-olds are still putting together what those facial cues mean and have to use other context clues to figure things out. Now, some parents believe this development may be delayed by masks. Education experts are studying this impact, but again, there is no long-term data available at this point.
A pediatric vaccine is still months away. Pfizer CEO said this week that the company wants to send data on kids ages 5 to 11 to the FDA by September, which means it could be approved for use by the end of the year.
Well, people on both sides of the aisle tonight are calling for more time in Afghanistan. The president said for weeks, we will withdraw all troops by August 31st, but there's concern that we won't have enough time to get every American out of the country by then.
In a speech this afternoon, the president said he's working on it. The CIA director was in Kabul yesterday to meet with the head of the Taliban, and today President Biden met with G7 leaders to discuss a long-term Afghanistan strategy. And Biden continued to project calm despite some pretty harrowing pictures showing people frantically trying to get out of the country.
The completion by August 31st depends upon the Taliban continuing to cooperate and allow access to the airport for those who were transporting out and no disruptions to our operations.
The Taliban calls August 31st a red line. The group, which now runs Afghanistan, says it will begin blocking Afghans from leaving the country at the airport. Now, President Biden says 70,000 people have been evacuated over the last 10 days, and they are expecting that number to grow faster over the next week.
Our skies may be blue, but still some low-level ozone concerns. I'll let you know when that air quality might improve.
Plus, the waiting game. Testimony wraps up in one phase of the Suzanne Morphew murder case. But will a jury ever get to hear the evidence?
And how Colorado workers may help solve the pilot shortage, slowing air travel across the country.
We're training pilots as quick as we can.